What are we doing, guys? Hmm? I mean, everybody is still so divisive. Like, it has to be your team winning. So, y'all still playing this illusion of choice, right? Red versus blue, Democrat versus Republican, black versus white, uh, Christian versus Muslim. I mean, it's all divide tactics for divide and conquer. Okay, and a lot of y'all are spewing a lot of misinformation and disinformation because y'all are just parroting what y'all think y'all know, and it comes off of that television, Fox News or CNN or CBS, whatever. It doesn't matter. They're all owned by the same, even down to your local news. Understand that, okay? It's all scripted. It's all choreographed. Guys, y'all, you don't understand how deep this goes. You know, and y'all are still sitting here fighting. Instead of coming in here having an open dialogue, most of y'all come into the comment section swinging full fist about you're an idiot, you're dumbass, retarded, you're this and that, you know, degrading people, degrading me, whatever. I'm not so much worried about that. It's what happened to the ability to have an open dialogue, open conversation? Because I guarantee you, there are people probably in your family right now that don't agree with you. Do you treat them the same way? The same respect that you treat other people? You know, I mean, it's it's crazy. And a lot of y'all are supposedly Christians or followers of Jesus, you know, and y'all believe these certain ways, but y'all don't follow the teachings of Jesus, apparently. Y'all must have missed those. Because a lot of y'all are judgmental. And last I checked, I don't think God gave anybody the authority to judge here. This channel is about overall wanting to bring people together for a higher consciousness, a higher community, a better awareness, and not to screw over the common person. You know what I'm saying? Which is very easy to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want poison in my food. I don't want poison in my air. I don't want poison in my water. I don't want none of these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a better future for my grandkids if I ever get any. You know, but I'm just the vision that y'all are throwing out there, just the hatred that y'all are putting on a community, like a whole a race of people, Islam. You know, do you realize Islam, Judaism, and Christianity all come from the same Abrahamic root? Yeah. Again, in a world that's filled with knowledge, sits in the palm of your hand. You're watching it right here, right now. Remember, ignorance is a choice. Just like everything else in this world is a choice. Okay, you can choose to be an asshole, or you could choose to be nice. You could choose to have an open dialogue. You could choose to wonder why this person believes this way and ask questions. Because if you think that judging other people and based off the beliefs that you believe and they're not going to get to the promised land the same way you are, I guarantee you're not going there either because of the way you treat other people. It's so ridiculous and hypocritical of y'all, every one of y'all that do this shit. Why? For what? You can't blame a whole population of people for an extreme part of it, okay? Just like we don't blame, you can't blame, okay, let me say this. If you do that, you're going to have to do the standard across the board, right? You're going to have to hold Christians and Catholics accountable for the Crusades and the Inquisitions and the burning of witches and all that, witches, Salems and all this other stuff, yeah? I mean, you're going to have to hold the same standard across the board. Do you understand? Most of y'all out there spewing this, people have never even been to the region one, okay? Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, anywhere around that nation. Y'all never even been there. Okay, 2, y'all don't even know a Muslim or people like that. But yet y'all sit there and talk about, that's America. They say that's America. Dude, they only do that in these liberal towns or cities, right? That they have paid people on standby, like the George Soroses and all these people. They have people on standby, right? And then they just call. That's what happened to these people when they're like Minnesota. That woman that got shot in the face was supposedly driving over there. It's all staged. You understand? The woman didn't know she was going to get shot in the face. That's part of the stage. They don't give a shit. They don't care. They just call, and the people are desperate for money, so they're going to do that. They think they're not going to get hurt. But of course, that ICE agent that did that, yeah, he had a role to play as well. You see, y'all are not understanding how deep this goes. Okay? And real quick, and I say this with all due respect, the people that are talking, come in this comment section, read the Bible, but Revelations this, Revelations that, Bible this, Bible that. What Bible? What Bible? Because there are multiple Bibles out there with multiple translations and multiple traditions. You dig? So, what Bible do you subscribe to here? And let me throw this out there. If you subscribe to only one Bible for the entire dialect of your belief system, wow. Okay. Okay. Look, everything in this world was tainted with and messed with, okay? Even the Bible. God didn't write it himself, okay? He didn't hand it down directly to Moses or anybody like that. This was all handwritten by man. When that happens, manipulation can be involved and is involved. You understand? Words taken out of a context. I mean, hell, just repent. The word repent, right? What y'all mean, what it means, and all this other stuff, what y'all think it means, that wasn't even the original context. That wasn't even the original word. It was metanoia. Totally different from what his teachings said about Jesus when Jesus teaches metanoia instead of repent. Whole different meaning, ball game of what his teachings were. I mean, he was a mystic. He taught in parables. Hello, he meditated. He fasted, right? He grounded. He said, you want to do greater things than I? Then come with me. You can, but you got to come with me. I'll show you. But leave all this earthly possessions behind. Well, y'all don't get it, man. And y'all think this is some voodoo, new age crap. Let me tell you something. Jesus was the most new age person to ever walk this earth. You understand me? So I don't know what y'all are talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is all dealt in love. Love. Hell, I can't even get my mama to have a conversation like this. Because she thinks this is arguing. It's just passion. But nobody wants to understand. Nobody wants to take the time to understand. It's their way or no way, or the highway. We're so divided, man, and we need to wake up. We need to wake up because, let me tell you something, the walls are closing in around us, and y'all are still divisive. And it's not about Muslim, Islam, because like I said, most of y'all that go out right now in your everyday lives, especially the ones that talk about this shit, y'all go in your everyday lives, I guarantee you, y'all are not seeing Muslims, Sharia law, mosques all over the place. Y'all get to go to Walmart, Target, all your corporations that you still swear to hate, that y'all still go shop at. Yeah, right? Y'all still do that shit. And y'all talk about that, but y'all don't see anything. Y'all don't even know Muslims. Never been to the region, never sat down with one, never broke bread with one. But y'all judge them all on that, based on that characteristics of an extremism. Amazing. Amazing. You know, y'all need to wake up. I'm not y'all enemy. It never was. Okay, the people are not your enemy. Your black person is not your enemy. Your white people's not your enemy. Your Indian people's not your enemy. The people are not your enemy. Y'all are making them the enemy because y'all are making up issues and y'all believing the bullshit what they're feeding you. This is a propaganda and perception game. They are giving you a perception of what they want you to believe. Simple as that. Simple as that. And I love y'all, but y'all, like I said, a lot of y'all need to wake the hell up. Have open conversations, man. Open dialogues. Learn why this person feels this way, believes this way, is this way. Okay? Instead of just throwing shots at people. You're not helping. Y'all are just contributing to the divisiveness. Okay? Please, wake up on all aspects of the game. Have a loving heart. Be treated how you would want to be treated. Right? Follow Jesus' teachings. Or if you don't do that, just be kind. That's it. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Well, I do love y'all, each and every one of y'all, even the haters. Okay? And I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.